Hi, my name is Lisa Parziel, and this is Module 4, Reputation Management. And in this module, we are going to talk about your social reputation, and I like to call it positively popular. What you're going to learn in this module really is how we can come in and rank a profile higher or use social media to rank pages higher so we can dominate page one for our reputation. So let's start by just coming over here and talking about some social media basics. So I like to start off by explaining what social media is and what social media isn't. So sit back. Social media is like dating. No one wants to sleep with you on the first date, or not the right people anyway. Social media is just like that. So a lot of people, when they get a social media account, they start posting ads, they start posting offers, they start posting stuff that really nobody wants to see. And the whole idea about social media is to use it as an advantage and not a disadvantage. So if you're posting things that folks aren't interacting with, you're wasting your time. Content selection and posts are critical. So when people first friend you, the last thing you should do is run out and say, hey, come buy my stuff. Hey, come look at my website, or that kind of thing. People want to get to know you, and then over time they will choose to go look at your stuff. So as we use social media in our strategy, whether it be for link building or for sending some juice over to other pages we'd like to rank, or frankly trying to rank our Facebook, Twitter, or other accounts to show up on page one so we can dominate for reputation, we want to make sure that we select the right content. That's important. It'd be really great if you could select content that would go viral. Doesn't happen every time. It happens occasionally, but that's what we're looking for. Content that people will interact with. That's what Google calls social signals. If you put posts out there, it's not enough anymore. Okay, I'm going to jump over to Facebook for a minute. I want to show you a video a friend of mine posted a while back in 2014, but here's what could happen, and his page instantly, for certain keywords, went to the top of the search engines because of a viral video. So this is not his video, and you've probably seen this video. It's actually a video of somebody driving in the Himalayas, and they're very close to the edge of the road. And which just showed. I'm going to go ahead and just mute it so you can kind of see. Notice that, it's somebody driving down a road and they're looking over. It's really crazy. And as you watch this, you wonder, would I really drive that car on this road? And look, they're going to come around here and drive the car around this part of the road. It's just nuts. The idea is simple, though. This is something that I even found out there. He was just, I think either his mom sent him a video, somebody sent him, somebody saw this, and unfortunately for the person who shot the video, they never posted it out there on social media. So when Ivan came across it, he actually just, posted insane Himalayas bus ride, not for the faint hearted. Nothing big. He didn't think anything would happen. He was just, posting a video. As you see down here, he got a crazy viral amount of traffic. So he got over 100,000 people liked this on his page. Over 600,000 people shared the video. And it went from share to share to share to share. So people who shared it, and people who shared it, and so on. Ivan was even contacted by news sources and news media to ask if they could have permission to use his video. Unfortunately, he didn't own the video, so he could not actually sell the rights to it. However, had he owned this video after it went viral, he could. But what we're really looking at here is the ability to use social media either to rank a site higher up so you can dominate page one, or use it to go ahead and get traffic to a page that you're trying to. So for instance, this video was on YouTube, so YouTube got quite a lot of traffic from this technically. Had this video been on some other page and Ivan shared it and he owned that page would probably have jumped up for bus ride, Himalayas, things that were about that video. So we can use social media for these types of things. So I wanted to show you that because that's one of those fun little things that happens, and as you see, it's just a crazy amount of shares and likes on his page. Okay, remember, we only want posts that elicit interaction. The goal is to have, though, a steady stream of traffic. You're not going to get those viral activities very often. And since we're not going to have a lot of that viral stuff happen, we want to make sure, though, we get a steady amount of likes and a steady amount of shares and things like that. If you're a dentist and you go ahead and put a lot of information out there on cavities and teeth brushing and flossing, you're not going to get a lot of sharing and a lot of liking. However, if you put out a video that has something to do with, I don't know, a cat that, was running around your office safely, of course, and jumped onto a patient and made them freak out. I'm just coming up with something. If you had something like that, you posted it, you're more likely going to get that kind of interaction. That's why you're seeing just a lot of YouTube videos that are kind of crazy that people are trying to get out there. They're trying to get that social media buzz. You can do it just by posting personal facts. So posting things about you, your family, your children, your business, cool things. So if you have a ton of friends on your business page, whether it be relatives, etc., and you go ahead and all the time post things like we just won an award or we just got this, cool new thing, people are more likely going to click on that and interact with it. And the more interaction you get, that's really a steady stream of interaction, and that's what Google's looking for. So whether it be those things you're posting are linking back to your page or you're trying to rank your profile higher, that's what you're looking to do. Okay, where can we do these things? Google Plus is a pretty popular place to do it. Google Plus is just like Facebook. So on Facebook, we can come out here and we can put posts and we can do things. But if we go to Google Plus, and it doesn't really matter how you put Google Plus, pretty much Google knows it exists and they'll find it for you. So if I come out here to Google Plus, I have my profile up. Again, you're going to try to do the same thing. Google has a very similar, you have the ability to like it and you have the ability to share it. So you're looking to try to get as much interaction as possible. So here somebody posted something very simple. It's not even a big deal. Somebody welcomed somebody at the airport and had Darth Vader suits on, or I'm sorry, Stormtrooper suits on, and somebody posted this, and that's it. They just posted that, and they got 41 likes and 4 reposts so far, and this was at 12:54 today, and I think this post was today, yes, publicly at 11 a.m. Now this might, die down, and that might be it. That might, be the only thing that happens. Or if something's, really tasty enough or exciting enough or even different enough, it might get retweeted and reposted all the time. It seems to be the more you try, the harder it is to go viral. And it's typically those things that you're not trying will go viral. The idea is to have a steady plus and a steady share as much as you can in order to do this. So you want to be the first person to post or do something. So if you can make it your picture or your video or things that you control and you put it on an entity, so over on a page, that's the kind of juice you're trying to get. If you share somebody else's stuff, yeah, you can get some credit for it. You get credit for the likes and shares and things like that. You get exponential credit if, it's linked to some of your own content and, it's really, building on that link strategy we talked about in the previous module. So Google Plus is a great place as well. You can write text messages, photos, you can do links, you can add videos straight to Google Plus, events, polls, etc. Polls are fun. Sometimes you can ask a question and see who's going to answer it. It just depends on what time. And that's something we want to talk about. What time you do things matters. If everybody's asleep at 2 a.m., and then they wake up the next morning, your post is buried way down. They probably never even saw it and they probably never will. So you want to strategically set your post to go ahead and go live at certain times, and we'll schedule that. And I'll show you here in a bit some software I use to schedule posts, tweets, etc. So we talked about Facebook. Facebook is a great place to be social and to try to rank either a social profile or use social to rank a page so you can dominate page 1 for your reputation. Twitter is another good example. Why? Because you can not only link to other entities, you can also use the hashtag, and the hashtag is going to then be, something that gets followed and things like that. If I come out here to Twitter, I'll just jump in there real quick. Again, you see the same types of things are happening. So somebody that I'm friends with, you know, posted something, and now I can reply to it. I can retweet it. I can star it, which is kind of their version of the like. So notice that this post hasn't really had but maybe one star, whereas monkeys may be the first primates to get successful head transplants. I mean, it's just an article. They're linking to somebody else's article, and they had 18 retweets and 21 stars. So depending on what you actually put out here, notice, again, only 2 stars, 6 and 3, none, 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 none. You're looking to find things that, and that's sometimes how you can do your research, to be honest. You could come out here and look at, what is trending? What are the types of things people are sharing, retweeting? And that's what you're looking for, the retweets or the share. So here's a popular one: set up a Twitter ads campaign. For whatever reason, people, have been doing that. This one doesn't count. That's Twitter. So they have millions of followers. Okay, here's one. Everyday successful leadership starts with a hello. It is from Inc. magazine. They probably have a huge following, but notice 19 retweets, 19 stars. So the trick is trying to get more than just the link. I mean, the link's fine too. There's nothing wrong with a link back to whatever the money site is, or one of its tier 1 or tier 2, tier 3, even a tier 4, link back. But if you can get these things to get retweeted and shared and be social, you're going to get a lot more juice. Now, you can buy this kind of stuff on Fiverr, whether it be for Facebook, Twitter, Google+. I caution you not to do too much of that. It leaves a pattern, and Google does know how to figure this out. So I would keep it to the honest, and then you never have to worry about it. Okay, Pinterest, Instagram, same thing. I not have a Pinterest account. It's actually pretty easy to get one. You can just connect with Facebook if you don't already have one. And if you have one, then what you're going to see is you have some stuff in here that you can have. Now, I already have an account, and I have some things out here. But again, what I'm trying to show you is the same types of things. So you can pin it, repin it, meaning if you put something out here, not only it, will have a link. Now, I have a strategy with Pinterest, so please watch some of the extras that I have included in the course, and how to actually post things and kind of use this as a great linking resource. So putting pictures on your web page, then pinning it on Pinterest. Notice you'll get shares, you'll get likes. Likes are the hearts. Social media, it's the same thing. You're trying to get people to interact. If you're in a business, this is one of the best ways you can do stuff. So I think about something like an architectural firm. Every house that gets built that they've designed should be out on Pinterest and Instagram. They should also have blog articles about it, etc. And this is a strategy. So all these social media sites are part of your overall strategy. And then there's some social niche sites. So social media sites that revolve right around whatever particular subject matter you are. So lawyers, doctors, dentists. If you happen to be an architect, there's some social stuff there as well. I use a lot of tools to simplify my social media approach. I don't like to spend a lot of time doing things by hand, yet I want to use tools that really are natural and that are okay with Google. I don't want to get penalized in any way. Social Bro is a tool you can use for Twitter that will, it's a paid one. It used to be free, and it was great when it was free, but now it's paid. And what it does is it helps you analyze your Twitter friends or contacts. And what you can do is figure out who's liked you back, who hasn't liked you back. So if people, if you want to dump some and get some new ones, but also it tells you when on average people in your network are online. So it's a really good tool especially if you're working for a big company or a big brand. The account is well worth the money. They can actually see when are the folks that are friends with them, when are they online more so than other times. Hootsuite is, my all-time favorite, and I have it open here to show you. I've been using Hootsuite an awful long time, and they do have a free version. It's not very robust, but it does allow you to put in, a free trial so you can at least try it out. It used to be, in the beginning, it only connected to Twitter, and then they added Facebook, and then they added Google Plus and Instagram and YouTube and LinkedIn and et cetera, et cetera. Now you can connect with over 35 popular, networks. So how does it work? Well, I have my account open here so I can show you. It works very easily by coming in here and being able to create what's called tabs for each of your clients or your companies or your business and that kind of thing. So I can do things like monitor. So I can monitor, for example, in this case, I am going to click on Facebook just so we can see. So here's my company Facebook. And what I'm going to see here is I told it, hey, I want to go ahead and see the posts that I have here. And so here's my post I did this morning. And here's another post, and it's actually showing me, my posts that I have out there. You set all that up by telling it what it is you want to see. So, coming in here and just saying, hey, I want to, really add the lists or see my inbox if it's that type of account, or see, favorites or that kind of stuff. But most of the meat that's with Hootsuite really is around scheduling. So I can come here and I can actually schedule, something for, so maybe I say I want to do a text only, or I want to see text and image, and I can schedule and see that in which I have about to go out. So nobody's sitting around actually typing things into Twitter Live. Even if you think about these, stars and things like that, celebrities, they have people who are putting this stuff in for them. I can come up here and compose a message for anything I might have, in my list. So if I wanted to come up here and say, what a great day it was. And I can even add a link, whatever that might be. I can come in here and then I can attach an image or file if I want to, a photo. And then I come out here and I schedule it. And this is why you'd want to use something like Hootsuite. I'm going to come out here and just maybe put down, I don't know, I'm going to come out here way in the future. And it'll be fun when this happens. I don't even remember I did it. So June of 2017, what a great day it was on June 9th, 2015. So we'll just kind of be funny about it. So 2 years from now, this will happen at 9:15. Notice here's 9:15, 10:15, 11:15 a.m. It will allow me to get an email when the message is sent out. So that way I'll know it went out. And really what you're doing is you're trying to make sure that these go out as you want. Now you can also just say auto schedule for optimal impact, and the software is going to try to figure out what the best impact is to send that out. So once I have that scheduled, and I do have to tell it where to do it, and once I have that scheduled, it's going to put it out here, and it's going to be on my schedule, or maybe I told it to tweet. I think I told it to tweet. Yes, I did. So it's going to tweet what a great day it was on June 9th, 2015, and it's going to do so on June 9th of 2017. The idea here is simple. I can actually have tweets or Facebook posts or Google Plus posts or LinkedIn articles. I can have things scheduled out months in advance for myself, my clients, and all of these things are aside from some of the automatic things that happen. So we talked about, OnlyWire in the past and how you can auto schedule things there. This is just another tool. Hootsuite's really good when you want to control the content and you're writing it by hand and putting it in there and deciding what you want to do. It's also good to monitor things. For instance, I can monitor mentions of my business. Anytime somebody uses my hashtag name on Twitter, I can see where it was used, and how it was used. So Hootsuite is a really great tool. I would, highly recommend it, and it's not free. I think it's around $100 a year, and for that $100, you get two managers that can manage the account. So it's pretty nice. Okay, PageModo, I'm not going to demonstrate. It's a really great Facebook. It can build things on Facebook. So if you're not really good at Facebook, it can actually do things like make tabs and schedule posts and do things like that. So check it out, PageModo. It's a pretty good tool as well. It's a little more expensive. So the reason I can't demo it is because I stopped using it because it was a little bit expensive and I had other things that can do it. So if you are looking for just a Facebook tool that's pretty good, that's a good one. Post Planner's another one, same idea for Facebook. It can schedule posts for you and have those ready. Quill Engage is the same type of tool, but for Google+. And Buffer is a really, really nice tool. I like Buffer because you can put it on your website browsers, and anytime you want to share something, you click a button and Buffer will automatically schedule it or just send it out automatically for you. So I'm going to jump over here and we'll just take a look at Buffer. And again, it's a pretty decent tool, and they have the ability, so you do have to sign in. Again, it used to be a free tool. It is no longer a free tool for business, so you do have to buy it. But you basically can start scheduling posts with it. All you'd have to do is connect an account. Once you get the account connected, it will allow you to schedule posts. And then you can download a plugin that goes in Safari, Internet Explorer, Firefox, and you can literally point and click to share things into your social media accounts on a regular basis. So the idea is simple here. I don't really want to spend a lot of time showing you each tool because only you know which entities you're going to be using, and what tools you select will be based on that. But what I'm trying to really demonstrate here is there are a lot of tools out there, and I encourage you to go find tools to do these things because really it's about a quantity and quality. So while we want quality content and quality links and quality posts, we also want to be able to do them exponentially. So that way we can get that leg up and get that entity ranked. And then tag board, last one, it's a hashtag management for your hashtags. So while social media is very important, I want you to think about next steps on creating a social strategy. Remember when we talked about, and if you haven't watched the video yet, please go look at the SEO basics and look at the part where we're talking about the map, the link building strategy, where we talk about tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Make sure social is part of that strategy. If you do this right, you're going to be able to dominate page 1 for reputation by using other pages, using your social accounts, using your citation sites. So create that social strategy and then execute upon it. Identify and implement the correct tools for you based on what it is that you will be doing. And then build out a schedule. And, like we showed in Hootsuite, it doesn't have to be very difficult. Just, try to figure out when you think the majority of your audience is online, and when they are, that's when you want those things to hit. And then implement your strategy. So that is all I'm going to talk about in this video. We do have some extras that you should check out that will help you and show you how to use a few of the tools and other things. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next module.